Alright, good luck.
Good luck.
Music.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast.
Hey there. As you might have noticed, PORC has started making videos like this one. What's PORC? Well,
PORC is the pro online rumble competition where you can fight and climb the ranks.
there are currently 10 ranks,
With Stone at the bottom,
and Meteorite at the very top, where only the best players can stay.
But what's really the difference between a Meteorite player and any of the other ranks? And how can you become a Meteorite player yourself? For that, we're gonna have to go to the very bottom.
That was funny. Alright, you're
This
ready?
is a stone rank match. These are typically characterized by
wait,
the players
wait.
being
It should be
exceedingly
me.
nervous, with
should be
slow
me. Hold up,
starts,
hold up.
and players clearly still learning the
Alright.
poses.
It's okay, it's okay. Just create the pillar. Oh no!
There are many players who feel nervous playing a tournament match for the first time, and that's okay.
Oh, that explode is scary.
It's exhilarating being in a more competitive setting, but most players will have to get over the nervousness that they feel at first.
Oh, the explosive wall is so scary. I'm feeling the pressure.
After the PORC tournament season is over, many people improve greatly and thus get promoted come next season. A couple ranks up from Stone is Gold rank. In this rank, players are now mostly familiar with their poses and their basic, most used combos. Here you see strategy shine more, but more often than not, the winner of these matches are players who have higher pose and combo consistency.
GG's.
And now, the highest rank in PORC, Meteorite. Only those truly focused on winning ever get here, and yet many people don't know what it truly takes to become a top player. So, let's take a deeper look, side by side, between a gold player and a Meteorite player, and analyze exactly what differentiates them. The easiest difference to spot is the mechanical execution. A Meteorite player rarely misses their combos, and though sometimes it looks like their combo missed, more often than not, it was due to some other factor, like hit stop or an explosion that took priority over a structure. In the lower divisions, you can clearly notice that despite best efforts, players are still missing whole combos. This leads to a shift in focus, from focusing on the match onto focusing on one's own poses, which leads us to the next big difference. And that's decision making. While gold players are busy fumbling with their combos, the big fish are strategizing, making plans, and revising said plans. Adaptation is also a big part of decision making. Everybody has their own preferred playstyle. One can prefer short, close-range fights or long-range snipe battles. Players can prefer lighter or heavier structures. Shiftstone choices also affect adaptation. The reality is, the top players often change up their own playstyle in order to beat their opponents much more effectively. Now, I know the word game sense gets thrown out a lot, but what specifically does that mean in terms of Rumble? Game sense, I think, can be broken down into 3 major skills, and that's the ability to understand structures, player positions, and moving pieces, and understanding threats too. That's also understanding what can or might happen and what cannot happen, and also understanding when options are closed off or when options are forced.
And it's opening up.
Game sense is definitely a video of its own, so if you want to see that in the future, make sure to subscribe. Now that we've covered the 3 big differences that separates the best players from an average player, note that out of all 3 of these differences, decision making will definitely be the one that will make you improve the most. So, if you're looking for something to improve, work on that first and foremost. In fact, the best in the world, Sauerkraut, wasn't even using the best combos even back when he was first regarded as the best player. This just goes to show that even with simple mechanical execution, you can still go as far as being the best, just from making the correct decisions. Now, that isn't to say that mechanical execution isn't important, of course it is. Being able to do basic uppercuts, being able to parry and ground your opponent's structures is very important. But the fact is, if you make better decisions than your opponents, then that will lead to the victory most of the time. The hardest part to develop out of all of these differences is definitely game sense. And that just comes with time. There isn't really a lot that you can do in order to train game sense from a gameplay perspective. All you can do is look at patterns and try to connect the dots. Hey, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to like and share it with some other people that might find this helpful. A big part of Rumble is definitely the competitive community. If you find somebody who plays Rumble and they want to become more competitive, then send them over and lead them to the PORC Discord, link in the description. Also, show them this video. They'll definitely learn a thing or two. And with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Pro Online Rumble competition.